That's quite a yawn.
Yeah, sometimes I get jaw lock, and that is no good. Freak out and start crying when it's locked.
Just running around with your mouth, with your mouth open.
I tell her, don't move, and then she starts whacking my face. You know, I start crying.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the JAWA podcast. This is season 5, episode 10, the finale of this season. I am here with Nightwing.
Hi.
And apparently we're with John Cena as well. I don't know. I like how now that the episode finally started, we have nothing to talk about, like Pokemon or anything that we've been talking about forever before trying to start this.
We need to battle.
I challenge you to a Pokemon
What?
battle.
Poke?
Oh yes,
I can
poke
poke
battle.
Poke my mon.
If only my finger could get through the monitor to poke you.
Hmm.
And then after I'd be like, what am I poking?
I don't like this 3D technology.
We have 3D printers.
Oh God. Imagine that.
You know, it only takes you 12 hours to make whatever you want.
That's not too long.
Yeah.
Print a dick. Oh, you need to censor that.
Eh.
Okay.
It won't get censored as long as Nightwing behaves.
Don't
Don't.
count on it. It's very late.
Fuck.
Alright. So we have a long...
Shit.
Acting like the Tourette's guy is not going to get this censored. Alright, so we have a lot of things. I was waiting for you to just do an outburst out of nowhere.
Nah.
So we have
I wouldn't do that.
Are you sure?
Well, I mean, I might.
Oh, okay. So we have a lot of things to talk about. Because Link was so kind to show me everything. Didn't you go over this during the birthday as well? Like
What do you
most
mean?
of it.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
I hate you. But yeah, all the stuff you pasted in Skype's chat, didn't you go over most of this in the birthday as well? Like briefly?
Yeah, pretty much everything. So hopefully, whoever's listening to this hasn't been there.
Yeah, well, we just listed the main talk. What the hell?
He activated his Tourette's. So I guess we'll just start with the big one. The big clan shakeup.
Yes.
Very exciting.
So the first update was the rank change.
Yep.
And
Slash and burn.
so how was the response to it? Like, did people, like, how many people, like, was there a lot more liking than hating it, or was it mixed?
I think the only person that was against it was Helena. Everyone else was okay. Sorry, Helena.
The only thing when I first looked at it, I was thinking, like, I was kind of, I guess, disappointed Disciple was gone, because I thought you would keep Lord as a council thing, but I guess in the end I understood why. And now with less ranks, I would never tell you Nightwing, it's like we're an actual Jedi Academy clan now.
Ooh.
Because we actually have the right amount of ranks that normal clans have.
Hey, we're nearly teenagers. We're 11. We're nearly men now. Yeah.
11 years.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm
Like
thinking
a young child.
Yeah, basically it is a young child. That's still...
I'm the leader of a young child.
Well...
God.
Oh my God.
It was good. I was like, you gave birth to it 11 years ago.
God, how old was I? Jeez, I was like 13.
Well, teenage pregnancy at its best.
Just look at that gif. It was like when I was looking for Matt, I found JAWA.
You opened up a jar, just stared back at you.
Love.
So the ranks were changed. Well, not. I guess they were changed because some ranks were removed, and everybody got switched accordingly to it. And then I remember Jazzy asking on the server one day, like he was saying, "Shouldn't I be master?" Because I guess he held master before, and that was the highest rank he had. And I guess it did get fixed, and he's master now.
Yeah, there's a lot of confusion over that, but I think we've got it all sorted now.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
we changed everyone's rank in a matter of an hour, like updating wise. So there was bound to be a few little things that we didn't do exactly right, but we've fixed them all now.
there's a few people in the clan that were in it years ago, like Jasp, who once had elite, but now he's a lord. I don't know. It's one of those things where it was so long ago that it's not really the same thing anymore. But at the same time, he sort of earned that rank, so if he wants, he could probably have it back. But I mean,
it's actually a hard one because you also think back in the past, like the elite trials were so much different, and I guess some people would say it was also easier back then.
it was a mix. Back then, it was probably quite difficult actually.
I would think today's ones would be more difficult because of certain people being the trial masters.
Yeah, I think Zeus was known as being the hardest trial ever, to the point where it was impossible.
I remember doing his. I think the only one I passed, I think I only passed like 2 sections of it.
Yeah,
and then I passed one section that he said that not like nobody has ever passed before, so I guess I was lucky on that one. But like I failed the dueling portion back then. I guess my thing back then when I first took the elite trials was I was just too tense because it was my first time. I didn't know what to expect, so I did really bad at dueling.
Yes.
I think if I were to do the next part we're going to talk about, which is the cyan ranks, the blue ranks, whatever you want to call them, the trials for them, that you announced yesterday at the birthday.
Indeed.
And that's just basically one of 2. Well, actually, you just announced that one of the trials, which is called the Firestorm.
Yes.
But you didn't go into details.
It
It looks like it's a lava map. It does that have to involve like dodgy lava, like have to jump on platforms or something?
Nope.
I have a bad feeling about this.
All I'll say is that there is fighting involved, and it is quite. You've got to be very aware of your environment as it changes. You've got to keep your head on your shoulders, literally.
Is it one of those? There's all of a sudden there's a button you press and everything changes.
You're not far off, actually.
Because I'm just imagining when you say the environment changes, I just picture the person doing the watching over the trial for you will be in a control room manipulating the environment.
Flicking the switches.
Oh yeah, he's ready for this part. Flick the switch. Accidentally press the wrong button, everything disappears. It just turns out to be completely lava.
Oh, wouldn't that be horrible?
How do you survive? Well, you had many chances to survive. and you explained that it's going to be a trial for every rank, the beginning ranks from Padawan to Guardian. And
Indeed.
and yeah, and there are a combination of NPC fights, balancing, and like other things. Like other things that will test your skills in different areas, while the master rank would be more focused on PvP, as you said.
Yes.
So does that mean, are the trial masters changing for master? Are they changing their trial to be more, I guess, is it going to be more dual focused, that means?
To be honest, it's going to be a bit of a mix. There is going to be a lot more combat involved, but the
Because
skills that they learn in their Cyan trials will be master versions in their master trial as well.
yeah, because to me, it almost sounded like you're gonna get all that out of the way. Then after that, you're just gonna face the trial masters in like actual combat and to see if you're good enough for master in the end.
No, it'll be very similar to how we do it now, but it'll be more fair. It won't be over the top. It'll actually be scored in a way that's fair. Because at the moment, I say at the moment, it's all changed. But before now, it was always a loose score sheet that the masters came up with. I think we should manage it a bit better.
And in order to be qualified for master, you gotta do the Padawan or the Guardian trials and pass them. And,
Indeed.
and like you explained in the post, that lords have to take them too in order to be qualified. It's not like we're automatically qualified to take master just because we hold the lord rank.
Yep. So everything
So
underneath
basically,
master.
you basically made everything fair in the end.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, it seems a lot more fair saying that, just because you've gone up all the way up to the end, doesn't mean you're automatically qualified. You gotta go all the way back down there and do all the trials like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like you gotta prove yourself just like everybody else. Just because you're right on the top doesn't mean you're like qualified for it.
Oh no. Get in line.
Get in line with all the other people. So if you fail a trial in like Padawan and everything, you gotta wait a month, right, to retake it.
Yes.
Is it a wait a month for each one for Padawan to Guardian?
So once you get a certain rank, let's say you get Jedi and you've passed the Padawan trial, you have to wait a month after getting the Jedi rank and then take the Jedi trial. And if you fail, you have to wait another month. And then around that time, you'll probably be approaching night anyway, so you have a bit of catching up to do.
I actually have a question for that. For Lords, do we have any wait time in between trials? Like, if we pass them, can we just keep going in a row?
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was thinking, like, do we have a time limit for us? Because we're not leveling up. I was going to say leveling up. We're not ranking up.
Sure. I would probably say, I'm not sure if Nightwing's on board with this, but probably like a month between trials, maybe. He did.
He did. He definitely did.
Sounds good to me.
Died in the lava.
He's the one who took my place when on the fall.
What?
Falling into the volcano.
He died.
Yep. I'm thinking right now. So yeah, so basically we'll just get a month in between we have to wait. So yeah, that's good. Because I was like, wait a minute, do Lords just have the permission to breeze through it all if we keep passing? That seems kind of unfair at the same time.
You found that.
And the third update that is yet to be released is basically all about the trials for both Padawan to Guardian and then the Master trial.
Yep, so all the trials should be announced.
And you told me beforehand you really don't know what they're all are yet, so we can't really talk about it before to basically record this and then really to release it when it's already out.
We know a few.
Yeah, as of the 2nd of October.
Can you list them?
Yes.
You don't have to go into detail. You can just list the name of them.
Podcast exclusive.
Okay, we've got... There's 2 trials per rank. There is 3 Firestorm trials overall. And the only other one I'll say is there's another one called Droid Sneak, formerly known as Sneaky Bastard. Code name.
Bastard.
Me and Pod and Nightwing came up with that one.
That I mean that already should give some sort of hint what it might be implying to.
Yeah, so stealth is involved as well.
Kind of sounds like a zoo thing.
I imagine Zoo would be pretty poor at this, actually. With his stupid hat.
His hat will get him noticed. There he is. Oh.
but the sneaking one is something we have spent a lot of time perfecting. It is.
It's a very fun thing to do.
I couldn't stop playing it. I was dreaming of it.
I remember the other day, well, not the other day, like weeks ago, that you grabbed me and Wolfie onto the event server and we tested some things out. Was that for the sign ranks, or was that for the master trial that you were like testing things out for?
What were we doing?
Should I? Am I allowed to say exactly?
Yeah, it's fine.
The Wampas.
Okay, so yeah, that would be more towards our NPC trials.
Mhm.
I'm not going to say the name.
And then after the other one was, I guess, balancing and climbing buildings.
Yeah, they were just more tests
Ah.
for Master more than anything, but those weren't science trials.
So you're actually testing them out for bigger things.
Yeah, essentially.
And then after that, Wolfie proceeded to get angry and almost kill us every single time he failed certain things.
Indeed.
Yeah, like
Someone got a lightsaber on. I can hear something.
I don't know. Maybe.
Can you hear that?
Just to point
Yeah,
out,
I can
is,
hear that.
like, we spent a lot of time developing these.
I don't know if I'll be able to get that out if you keep it on forever.
Turn that shit off. Oh, I did it again. There's an off button down there. Oh god, it's got him.
But I think so. If I'm able to get rid of this noise, people will just be hearing silence the entire time. You're wondering why
That's
did
the
he just
machine
stop
that keeps him
talking?
alive. That's all that's left.
Huh?
Oh god. Diab.
Alright. I actually thought the Big Clan Shakeup would take up longer than we did right now. But in actuality, it's just that much to really talk about at it right now.
Yeah, I mean, we got the big chunk of it out today. The third one will just be more of a reveal of the trials. It should be really good though.
And all its glorious banners.
Yeah, I mean, we're actually getting maps made for not every single one, but quite a few.
Oh yeah, I guess I can throw this in since now it's on top of my head. The JAWA birthday that happened yesterday. I know we went into it a little bit earlier on this, but the turnout is always good for the birthday. Probably one
Always
of the
reliable.
Yeah, it's always probably the biggest turnouts for most events throughout the year. Because that's when you have a lot of old members come back to just to be part of it. I come out of the shadows. And I'm trying to think right now. Yesterday, you basically changed it up a bit. Because usually we started out with speech. Instead, we went into all the promotions, awards, and everything.
Yeah. Was
it because your speech guy rolled back or something, Nightwing?
No, that was just a joke towards Link for rolling like post on the forums. No, we just wanted to change it up a bit because we had a few things to prepare and I had to do a few things. I actually got called away at one point at the start, so
His dog tried to chew on his new microphone.
It could be because usually I only stay for the speech, the promotions, and then like if there ever was a lottery, then I would leave before the pictures. Like this year, I stayed for everything.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You forced me to stay because you changed everything up.
I think it was fun. I mean, I was disappointed we couldn't do the promotion lottery, but I mean, with 4 ranks in Cyan, it was easy with 6.
It's not fair anymore, actually.
No, not at all.
So there really can't be a promotion lottery. But someone did suggest a demotion lottery.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I think
A
for
new
next
rank.
year, look into something else, a bit like a promotion lottery, I guess, but we'll look into something else, I think. Because it is cool to have something like that. Just maybe not
There has to be
for-
something people can win at this point other than a rank. Maybe like a special award or something like you won the lottery or
Birthday participation award.
you win a participation award. You win.
Yeah.
You win a little pin that says "I was there" at the birthday.
That'd be kind of cool.
I like little pens.
Kind of like what we do for the ladder. You get a competitor award.
Little birthday
What
cake.
what if we have an attendance award? Basically, if you were there at the birthday party.
The only thing is we
God,
couldn't.
I'd have loads.
We would have to give you every single year. Like
Just do like times 50. What?
times 50. Wait, the lad's 11 years old. 50.
Yeah.
Are we saying 49? I don't know, 39 years from now?
39 years from now, the suggestion's approved.
you know, 39 years from now, we're all like in our 60s or like late 50s. How's JAWA still alive? It's run by old people. What was that? Oh yeah, the birthday. And then, I guess the biggest part was the unveiling of the JAWA Central map.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fun. And that really put the icing on the cake.
The doors were not meant for a stampede of that many people.
Doors are not designed for this.
Field trip by the end of it. I was standing at the back and everyone was trying to lead everyone through the doors.
And then Giffy jumped on everyone's head, and that was it then.
You know, the elevator crisis of 2015. I don't know who started it. Was it Iron that started it? Was he the one who pressed the button to go?
I can't remember.
Because he PM'd me after saying sorry, it was my fault or something. So I guess he pressed the button or something.
Would not surprise me.
Because when he pressed the button, all hell broke loose in that elevator.
No.
And the next thing I knew, I was on top of someone's head, and I was the first to go.
All I heard was your moaning. I was freaking out. The lights flickering.
Makes it sound like my guy was doing it with the generators.
Just started blowing up.
Then all the lights go out. Lights go out, and then after Valis shows up, it kills you all. You know, Valis' oven comes online, he comes out. That should be a prop inside the Valis hunt area. He should put his oven there.
Oh, please. Secret offer, if you're listening, do it.
Do it. One would be more hilarious if like the oven is like an area that the Valis starts in, and then he like comes up from it or something comes out of it, and then the hunt starts.
Explain this to someone who's never seen JAWA.
No one would ever get the Valis in the oven thing. Even didn't Valis start it himself too? Or were you the one who started it with like?
It was me. I
Like-
could be wrong.
Like one of his IRL pictures, and then you put like his face on it, and like you said, "Did I leave the oven on?" or something.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. It's just that face. It screamed oven.
and then after I have Wolfie, who's associated with the dishes, oven and dishes. Apparently, we like to be in the kitchen a lot. That means.
Seems so.
What's next? Is somebody gonna be about the refrigerator?
You need to look into that.
I don't know. Someone's
shake.
face has to shout refrigerator.
Let me look on the member list. Refrigerator. Probably a Nogri.
Did I forget to turn back on the refrigerator?
My ice cubes ready?
My ice cubes. Ice cubes. Ice cubes sound like something like you're hinting towards something.
What?
I
Ice
don't know.
cubes.
No, no.
I'm amazed we're only 25 minutes into this, and I feel like we're like almost done already.
Oh,
Though-
we're spent.
though, really. I mean, I guess we're all spent. I wasn't expecting this to happen right now.
Yeah.
So I guess really, oh, that's. I'm thinking right now. Oh yeah. Should this be the last time we ever talk about it?
Wait, what?
You
Talk about
know,
what?
you
Being
know.
spent.
No, not being spent, but
Mm.
every time we basically have a leadership episode, something we always bring up something about Dopey, and seeing this is the last episode of the year, this is basically going to probably be a year in a review. And earlier during this year, we did an episode about him, about leaving and everything. So this year we had like Dopey, we had Bandit leaving. We had a whole lot of people ending up leaving this year.
I thought this was a happy day.
It is a happy day. It's a happy day that now the dark clouds have set in.
Oh,
God.
gee whiz. I just hope they found a home.
I'm gonna get some profile views today.
Yeah, you know, how many profile views do you have already? You have like 50,000 or something.
I don't know. No, we have a lot.
This just in, Link now has 100,000 profile views. But always notice the people who've done the most who's the most controversial in JAWA tend to have the most views in their profiles.
Oh yeah. We want to see what they're about.
When really in actuality there's no information about them, about what they actually did. Like the bad things.
Yeah. Are we just talking about people in general or specific people?
No, just people in general. Like, you know, there's certain people, you know, because
okay.
I can't really think of other name on top of my head. That's why, but like people in the past, you know, like they get more views because they've done, and it's not actually the people who deserve the views at this point. It's like, oh, the controversial. Let's go see let's see their profile. Anything bad about them written on there.
There's quite a lot of controversial things that were taken off the wiki, as per their request.
But yeah, we had but yeah, we've had a lot of people leave this year, and we also have a lot of people join, and a lot of old members return as well.
Oh yeah, it's been quite a good year for return.
Because as much, I guess, some downs we had a lot more ups this year, I would say. Like, it wasn't that bad as other years have been in terms of drama and everything. I actually think this year is more, like, I wasn't going to say mild, because it's even better than mild. It's like, it's almost felt like it was non-existent. Because only at the beginning of the year, really, there was drama, and, like, up to this point, it feels like there's, like, nothing.
Yeah. I think we've reached a point where we've just moved on now.
We pretty much reached a point where, like you said, that when you just don't let drama sit there anymore, you just take care of it immediately.
Yeah.
And it's better that way, because then everybody can just move on in their happy way day to day without having to worry about anything to stress over. And I'm taking a look at this list right now. Where's my mouse? I can't see my mouse.
God. The lava's got it.
No, oh, there's my mouse. No way you can see this because it's on top of my TV right now.
What?
Do I need to take a picture for you and send it to you how it looks? Yes. But yeah, I guess at this point, should we just do the entire year in review? Because really, nothing much else to say other than going over everything else that happened on top of your guys' list. For those basically who have not been at the birthday party, this will be news to them hearing about all the stuff that happened throughout the year.
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest things was it was a bit controversial, but moving from J++ to J+ again. And that made more people happy, but I know a lot of people liked being with it. And we did want to support Razor and everything. But just people weren't too pleased with it. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Forgot that I did that this year.
Yeah.
That's actually one part of the year that was pretty bad. Like that is just that topic. Ugh.
It was very stressful, but like we're better off now.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so as well.
yeah, but it's just leave it at that. We don't need to dig up this thing.
It was just a stressful time, I think, for everyone.
That was during all the other stressful stuff too during the year. I think we just moved on from one stressful thing, and then this came up too. And we're just like, when will it end?
I think at this point we've just got so many good things going on with all the new changes and all the upcoming things and the new
and all the
map
new
and
members who are starting to
new
contribute as
members.
well.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, the clubs themselves like are so active, so successful now, which is great to see as well.
Especially arts, where you wanted to shut it down at one point.
Yeah, and we've just totally turned that around, which is awesome.
I remember telling you, like, I was just prepared to be like, okay, I'll shut off the lights. Because I was working on the podcast, but when the art showcase started, all that stuff, I started finally doing work again. Because I guess for me, I figured, like, I don't know how many people are going to be making things, that's why, so I may as well make some things. Though right now, I guess I'm on a break because there's not going to be another one this month, right?
It's gonna be the next art showcase is for Halloween, so it'll be released on Halloween.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
did you make the topic for it? Because I haven't been in the arts form in a bit.
No, I just mentioned it to people. It's basically just gonna be Halloween themed, so anything Halloween.
Well, looks like I better make a Halloween signature.
Yeah.
What other clubs have been turned around this year?
Ambassadors.
Pretty much all of them, especially ambassadors.
Massively so.
Videos Club got a resurrection.
Oh yeah,
Again.
it's a zombie.
Because this time you have, who are the captains? Is it just Garrus that's the captain now?
Just Garrus now, yeah.
Alright. And who's the manager for it now that McFish has stepped down?
I'm hoping Wolfie will step up.
Oh, that's right, because Wolfie is part of the Videos Club too. He just hasn't managed it.
I've not asked him yet. But,
Too many dishes.
I mean, at the moment, it's sort of me helping Garrus out. But
you've always turned into basically, I guess you say, the interim manager before you can find the actual replacement.
yeah.
He's the general manager.
The post has gotten a lot better too this year. Like,
Yeah, Wolfie's done a really good job with that.
like it's been a lot more active than the previous years. Like I remember, I guess, previous years, sometimes you wouldn't get one during a month, or it would come later than usual. It's just silence after I said that.
Sorry, I was yawning.
I was yawning as well, actually.
Wow.
It's late.
It's nothing to do with you.
Well, you guys Link wanted to do this now instead of waiting in the morning.
It's okay, can stay in bed tomorrow.
What else is there that turned around the clubs?
Let's have a look.
A big thing to note, I think, is that Duster no longer the manager of the event planners.
That was basically the end of an era for the event planners.
Yeah, I mean, Duster was so good at managing the event planners.
He was also, you arguably say he's probably the best event planner we have.
Yeah. He is the captain still, working with Shogun, which is awesome.
Because I remember back then when, he was always just the event planner for the longest time, and then always trying for council but never made it, and then when he finally made it, he finally was able to manage them.
Oh, and obviously, a few things I'm just reading here, which I think are worth a mention, is like Zan stepped down as leader.
Mm-hmm.
We had a new Hall of Fame page, which is amazing.
I noticed you got rid of the music that was over there.
Oh my god, if another person mentions that, I'm
I've
gonna
still
have to
got it
re-add
on.
that, aren't I?
I've got it on my own page.
Oh my god. Right, I'm
Um,
re-adding it. Everyone loves it. I've
I love it.
annoyed everyone.
Oh no! I was just pointing that out because I just thought there was like a play button that never like it didn't autoplay, but you can play it if you wanted to.
Where is it?
And then the Galactic Hub as well. I think that's a really great addition. I know I've found a lot of stuff through that I would never have even found.
I actually have to thank Link a lot for a lot of the things he's done too with interviews and everything. That has given the
Yeah.
podcast some material to talk about. It
Galactic Hub,
saved us actually.
huge success.
So in the end, basically, a lot of things have helped a lot of other clubs.
Yeah, and I
Like-
think
like-
that's the way it
like,
has to
like
be.
for me, just a lot of things that happen help the podcast because then I can take a lot of events that have happened and talk about it. Then making episodes that have happened prior to like this episode and the last episode. Just a
Sure.
bunch of, I don't even know if you can call those episodes. I mean, you can, but it's like didn't really have anything to talk about. It felt like a slow point. Like I was just biding my time up to this episode.
Okay. I've re-added the bloody thing.
Uh,
And then everyone will be rejoicing.
Ah.
I love it.
So where were you, Nightwing?
I can't remember now.
Can I just say I actually paid for that music?
Really?
Yeah. It was
We
that
should
good
put-
though.
We should put it on the bloody map.
It only lasts 30 seconds. Oh,
You,
Put it when
you
you
should.
press the button.
You should. Yeah. You should put that in the Hall of Fame area of the JAWA Central map and press the button to activate the music.
I
Doorbell.
cry every time. Matt, where are you?
Every time the lift kills someone.
I think the coolest thing about going around the JAWA Central was just watching everyone just walk around and find like either their own or the people that they knew. I found that really cool.
Yeah.
I think I stared at Tao's Hall of Fame the longest.
Yeah.
I was like, I miss Tao.
I love that
I
one.
miss that
Such
too.
a great Hall of Famer. A Hall of Fame.
Because, Tao says he comes back, he's going to be active, and then he goes inactive, and then he disappears again.
Oh, Tao.
Saw OX on the server the other day. It's nice to see.
Who?
OX? OX Gillard?
Oh, Alex, yeah.
I remember I was looking for mine. I'm like, where is mine? Like, I didn't know how big the Hall of Fame area was. And when I found mine, I'm like, oh, there it is. I just walked past it like nothing. I'm like, I don't have to look at myself. But Nightwing sure as hell spent a lot of time staring at himself.
Yeah, man.
He was like, damn, I look good.
I did. I looked so good in that.
Freaking scary.
Yeah, I think the two people I looked at was Tao and North Stars the most.
I really like Cobras as well with the R5.
Oh yeah, with
Hmm.
and then I noticed there's a lot more blank ones for all future Hall of Famers.
Yes.
Indeed.
I wonder who's going to be the first one in the new room and just be them and everything else will be blank.
Hello?
Anybody in here? I'm all alone.
Blaine, is that you?
A volcano emerges and out comes Blaine.
So, yes. Loads of cool stuff happening. Plenty
Oh,
more.
I can give you a spoiler if you want.
Spoiler.
Yeah, a little spoiler. Hang on, let me find it.
Every time someone says spoiler, I always think of Snape kills Dumbledore.
Remember that driving by? Okay, this is a spoiler for Cyan Trials. You may remember it.
I don't remember it, but it's a damn catchy tune.
Super Mario 64, Bowser.
Oh my god.
But yeah, spoilers.
Well, as we all know, it's going to be NPC spawn Bowser. Bowser just shows up. And,
Good idea.
it's actually a mutant Rancor reskinned into Bowser.
I am so ill.
And all we did was add a turtle shell on the back.
Jeez, he's so lazy. Stuck on my glue. It falls off.
No. He just duct taped it all around him. To the point it's just squeezing on him so he can't breathe properly. Just trips and falls into the lava because he can't breathe. Let's see.
I can't wait for that though. A lot of people, because I've seen what it's going to be. A lot of people, I don't think I explained it very well in that post. So I think a lot of people are going to be surprised how good this will actually turn out. I'm hoping.
To me, it really sounded good when you were explaining it at the birthday.
There we go then. It'll be even better than that.
It's probably because those who've been here for years understand understand you explaining things, and we can tell it's already going to be good. Other newer people will probably be like, I need more proof.
Aliens.
All right. So I'm just gonna go down this list now, since we're just taking bits off of it. A lot of alliances were broken, I guess, or disbanded this year.
Indeed.
Yep.
So we have EZ, AFL, and COF. I think I always think the COF alliance was the one. I think it was kind of always mentioned throughout the years about potentially ending it because they were always so inactive.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't.
Though it was always hard to end the alliance with them, though, because we just didn't want to.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really wanted to do any of this. It was, I mean, I was the one that actually made the alliance with COF with TYR or Tyre. I'm not quite sure how you say his name. That was like in 2007, after a long, long rivalry between the two clans. And it's a shame to end it, but there's just not a lot going on. It's very one-sided. I mean, we love COF to death, but it's what can you do when you've got the ambassadors who are now stronger than ever, I'd say, and they want more active allies and 2 clans to participate with. The managers want the ambassadors to focus on our allies more, and it's very difficult to do that when there isn't a lot to give on the other side, if that makes sense.
I've always said a few things, especially for the ambassadors, like, where were these people when I was ambassador manager? Things would have been so much easier rebuilding things.
Yeah, you just need the right people. I mean,
It's like,
ambassadors of the past were great, but I think Nick and
they
System
just didn't have the right motivation to keep pushing forward. I mean, a few times we had some people who popped up that felt like they were the savior of the ambassadors, but then they would just fall flat.
Happens. Anything's possible.
Though I am happy that the ambassadors are finally where it should be. It took long enough. It took 3 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time. Many managers. And finally
10 years, yeah, to finally get it to what we want it to be. So it's not easy.
Yeah.
But you get there if you keep trying. I must say that I think one of the best things that's happened this year, which isn't really JAWA related, but the fact that a lot of new clans are being born and they're doing so well.
It's still hard to, I guess, create a clan in Jedi Academy around this day and age, because it's only every now and then does Steam sales go on, you get abundance of new players, and sometimes all those new players stay. But but you still have a bunch of old people who still play the game, and some of them just settle down finally after all these years.
It's one of those where I've seen leaders who are really good and they know what they're doing, and I've seen other leaders who are really nice people, but they don't have the drive to keep doing it. They see something failing and like, oh God, I'm doing something wrong. It's a disaster. I've got to stop doing this. When in fact, they actually just need to keep trying. And it sounds bad, but if you haven't got the time to contribute to it, just give up, because it takes a lot of time, and especially at the beginning. You need to spend many hours a day setting it up, building up, advertising it, making it better, attracting friends, people. Some have done that, some haven't.
It's more like you gotta dedicate at least a year of your life to at least try to get it up.
Well, it is, yeah. It's poorly worded. Oh, I can't get it up.
Oh, why can't I get up anymore?
A year later. Oh, yes. But yeah, it's true. It just takes a lot of time. It's always the leader's fault as well. Nobody but the leader's fault. Can't blame members for not being active. It's the leader's fault.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, I actually feel like there's some things that is unfair to the leader. Like, yeah, members being inactive. It's not always the leader's fault, because sometimes members just either don't want to be active or they are busy with real life.
Oh, get more members then. It's the leader's fault.
I know, but I'm just saying, like even in JAWA's situation, like we have people who are, I guess since now we have the retirement thing, that's good, because then if they're too busy in real life, they just go into retirement.
Oh yeah, that works out well.
Yeah, and then when they're active again, they come back, and then.
Yep.
But I guess for newer clans, you got to just keep trying to get more members and just weed out the ones who just don't want to be active anymore.
I mean, there's quite a few bigger clans that have a very large member list, but they don't kick any of the inactive members. They don't have any sort of retirement. So you see them with, like, let's say 100 members, 80 members, 90 members, some of them even 150 members, but they're just not kicking inactive people. They look big, but when you actually look at them closely, they're actually quite small. Like, if we didn't do that, we'd have the same sort of numbers easily, probably more.
We have like over 200 people.
I mean, that'd be us for about a couple of years, probably. Yeah, I mean, if we never did that, we'd have 500 plus. Definitely.
We have 500 members. Beat that. Oh yeah, 90% of them are inactive though.
Yeah. Oh, there is something new actually that I discovered yesterday. I was looking around because I'm very nostalgic, as most people know, especially Die. I like to look at old stuff like Clan Warriors and stuff like that, because I love stuff like that. So I was looking around the site and I found an old clan on there called DSK, which is Dark Shadow Knight. Draggy used to be a member there, whoever might know her still. I actually found 2 clan match reports from 2005, which I need to post on the wiki, and we lost all our records for 2000 before 2006. So that the oldest recorded clan matches I found yesterday.
Oh, nice.
We won one, we lost another.
Did more losses, man.
Actually, really detailed, like ridiculously detailed. And there's no screenshots, but it's brilliant.
Post the description.
You need to.
Like as an image.
Yeah, good point. Actually, I might do that.
Are we doing this right now?
Oh, I can do it if you want.
If you want to.
Oh God,
I don't know. That's up to
5 minutes
you.
to find it. I'm gonna have to go Internet Archive.
And
Now it is Saturday morning.
I actually like how we were talking about alliances and somehow we've gone into clan matches.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Good night, guys.
Night, right?
Yeah. Anyway, Nightwing dead
Don't
from
die.
laughter. So the other alliances that were also disbanded, broken, whatever you want to say, is also AZ and AFL.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I think
Were those like the same situation? They were just completely inactive in the end.
It's a weird one. AFL is active only on what I've noticed anyway on the website. It's quite difficult to sort of organize anything with AFL in terms of server activity. When I last spoke to the leader, Seiko, I think that's how you pronounce his name, probably not. They're basically waiting out for Battlefront 3. So they're not going to really be more Jedi Academy focused. They're just going to be focused on Battlefront 3.
So basically, it's like if you're moving game, there's really no sense to keep the alliance anymore.
Well, not really, no. I mean, AFL is probably one of the funnest clans I've ever met. Really cool people, but we needed to. Same situation as the COF, really.
And what was AZ's situation?
AZ was easy.
Oh, it was just
yeah. I mean,
this is dead.
Again, I love AZ, but they keep coming and going. That's the point where it's ridiculous. I think even the members of AZ were getting a bit tired of it, and even they left at the end. It was there's only so much you can do. You can say, "Oh, we're coming back," but if you're not going to dedicate the time to it, it's pointless. It's just getting all the members' hopes up in AZ. That's the point. It's just a waste of time. I really wish they came back and properly, but you need the right people to lead it, and I'll probably be controversial saying that, but I don't care because
just like
I think AZ will have my back on that.
Just like how AOF is coming back too right now. They're trying to come back.
Yeah, I really hope AOF comes back. I mean, Varus over at AOF really wants to get things moving again, and they did recruit a new member, the first in quite a while, so it is obviously working. They just need a bit of help.
Has Irish basically just vanished from the face of the planet?
Irish is still around. He doesn't play the game much anymore, as far as I'm aware, but he's definitely hangs around the forum a lot.
But what's the situation like? Is it just the AOF council that's running it now, not Irish anymore?
As far as I'm aware, the only two more active members were Varus and I think it's Moose. Apart from that, there's not a lot in terms of help at the moment, unfortunately.
So really, it's just basically down to like just a select few members that are really active, trying to rebuild it.
Pretty much, which is a shame. But if anyone can do it, it's those two because they really want to get things back on track.
And it hopefully they do because AOF used to be one of the most active alliances as well too.
Yeah, were you around when they used to have AOF Siege? Because that was huge back in the day.
Like what year was that? Because I joined in 2009.
It's probably about 07, 08, probably more 08.
Yeah, when I was in 09 and 010, they were still pretty active, but then as years went on, they just started dropping in activity. Though, we also made a new alliance, which was with SF.
Yes.
That took quite a while to respond.
I don't know a great deal. SF was more of an alliance that the ambassadors made.
So it wasn't like you had a hand in it or anything?
I definitely didn't know.
That's actually interesting. I guess you can see that's the first alliance the ambassadors actually made themselves.
Pretty
Other
much.
than having you, I guess, be more of the one who, does all these things needed to make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, from what I've seen, SF seems like a really cool clan. They're an Italian clan. I personally haven't met them too much. I think it was more an alliance that was born towards when I was starting to get back into the clan sort of running things with Nightwing and Xentos when I first came back. So I didn't really know too much about them, really.
And I think that pretty much covers up a lot of... I think that basically just covers up the entire alliance part of this list. And this year we done away with the Super 20 and the Power 10 was born. And has this basically been a complete success in terms of activity?
It's been a struggle at times. depending on like what's going on around JAWA and stuff. But for the past couple of months, it's been quite good. Looking at ways to just improve it, really. But yeah, Dace is now the manager, so I'm sure he'll be able to come up with some good ideas. It's more active than Super 20, in my opinion.
Super 20 was, I think, chaos because there are 20 people. Compared to 10, it's hopefully you have 10 active people on there as opposed to just 2 active people on the Super 20 going at it every week.
That's the thing, everyone wanted us to keep Super 20, but in the end we just had to say no, we're going to Power 10 because there's only 10 people pretty much active at any given time anyway, so...
I'm sure it was like we were the only 2 people seeing that. We were like, no, it needs to be 10.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, no. But in the end, it was like 1 a week, and that was lucky.
Yeah.
It just got ridiculous. We needed to cut it down to what it truly was, which was probably about 10 active people in a ladder.
Let me just shift some things on top of this list you gave me because I'm gonna go through 3 of these at the same time because they all fall in the same area. So this year for Hall of Fame we've had 4 people and 1 clan being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Also McFish.
Oh, and now McFish too. Now yes. 5 people.
I guess that counts.
Well, 4 new people and 1 returning person who has been re-added to the Hall of Fame, who've been re-added, which is Salazar.
Yes.
And then AOF was our first clan inductee.
Mm-hmm.
The other people, including McFish, inducted this year was Bandith, Ruxic, and Gravitas.
I can't believe it was only them. I'm sure it was more.
yeah. I'm like, wait, was that all?
Yeah, years just tend to merge now. It's ridiculous.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, all very deserving.
I remember Bandith told me that he would never get Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
because of the past things that happened between him and
Well, I wasn't around for that, so.
I guess that's the reason why he got it then. Because I think many other people say otherwise.
I was one of those that wants him to get it. I know he doesn't like me, but I liked him. Maybe not so much these days. I'm not going to go into that.
Let's not go into that anymore. We shall never speak of this ever again after this episode.
Don't want to dig any of that up. But yeah, he deserves Hall of Fame.
And then we've had, I guess I can add myself into it now since I got it yesterday, 2 contribution awards this year. Whoa. Between November and now, so basically a year. Because was it how you say Asulin?
I always say Asulin, but I don't know.
Yeah, I would say Asulin.
Okay, Asulin. Because I checked hers and it was November, right, into 2014 when she got it.
Yes.
But I guess it is a year, so yeah, this is a year. So
yeah,
she got it in November.
Is 1st October last year to the 30th of September this year.
Mm-hmm. And then of course I'm the second one who got it yesterday. Let's just move on from that. And then the Clan Enrichment Award, was that created this year?
The Clan Enrichment Award was created.
Or was it last year? Around November-ish, October.
We gave Helena the Clan Enrichment Award on the view.
Look at him! I can hear his wiki.
So March.
Like the TARDIS.
Yeah, March 2015 was when I created the page. So I assume it was around then.
Is she the only one who's gotten that award so far?
We also gave it to Ruxif.
Well, for all those graphics he's done.
Yes.
He has done a ridiculous amount of work for this clan.
Yeah, Helena got it obviously for her loyalty and service as council member. And Ruxif is incredible.
Basically, Ruxif has gotten every single possible award you can ever get. Because he's got Hall of Fame this year. He got 2 contribution awards, and now he had no choice at this point to give him the enrichment award because he's just got everything. It's like, what else can you give him?
That's what the award's for, basically. I mean, would you give someone who like, we've sort of given our top prize of Hall of Fame to? I mean, it is sort of like the top tier award. I mean, it goes alongside Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame sort of recognises everything you've done in the clan, but Clan Enrichment Award is something that you've done.
You know, it's actually...
It's like the contribution award, but like the next level of it, I guess.
Yeah,
Well, I was saying, like, it's funny because, you know, it's in contribution where it's supposed to focus on, like, one main area of what you really contributed. Like you did something really big, and it's been, like, a huge contribution. Like, for my Hall of Fame, it was, like, everything I've done in the council and everything, and then for my contribution award, Nightwing made it that it's not only the podcast, but it's for everything I've done as well. So it feels like I got 2 Hall of Fames.
No, like
I'm like a 2-time Hall of Famer or something. Link, where are my ranks?
Yeah, I think no, I see that differently. That's just me.
but you know, it's like that was cool actually.
The Clan Enrichment Award, though, it's just like for people who's obviously achieved Hall of Fame, and I've like contribution and participation, but like they continue to do work for the clan after they got them, and it's like, yeah, it's just that next level thing, sort of the final thing we can give, really.
Oh, so
I don't like saying it's better than Hall of Fame, but it sort of is, in a weird way.
It sort of is because only 2 people hold it now.
Yeah,
it's harder to attain.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like if anything, this is like more for your overall service in the whole of the work you've done, and you kept doing the work, like you said, throughout everything you've been given. So it seems like the ultimate, like, you know, award for your entire service, the continued service, basically.
Pretty much
something like that.
So me and Nightwing made the award, and I sort of struggle how to define it, but you sort of know who should get it.
It should be more like, I guess, your long time continued service, or like something so key, like you've done so much to the point like we can't give you anything else, so have it.
Take this.
Here, take this. And
found this.
Here, I found this on the ground, and it looks just like your in-game model.
I just used Helena's voodoo doll I have, painted it gold and give it a.
And we also had a new Hall of Fame page be made as well, which, you know, what we see today.
And that's what got Ruxiv that award.
Yep, because he did all of that.
That and all of his other stuff that he's done. But yeah, it was mostly, it was a big...
Oh, that's just crazy. But like, for Hall of Fame now, do we still ask him to do it, or do we have somebody who does it now? Like, Nightwing, do you do it or something?
Link does it, actually.
Oh, you do it now? Oh, so did he teach you how to do it?
I asked for the PSD files quite a few times, so did Nightwing, and we never really got them in the end. So
I had to try to replicate it.
I had to replicate it from scratch and find the right fonts, identify the fonts, everything, even remake all the text effects and everything. But eventually I got there just. But I mean, I'm nowhere near as good as Ruxiv with these. I mean, that's clear. I mean, you start with Salazar and work left. Those are the ones I've done. There's the odd few.
And now everyone's gonna go and judge you.
Please do, because I am nowhere near as good as Ruxiv. But unfortunately, Ruxiv is very busy in real life now and doesn't have time to contribute. And we don't expect him to. I mean, he's contributed that much. We shouldn't need to ask him all the time for his help.
At this point, he'll probably say, "Pay me."
Probably.
Pay me for my services. I've already done that much for you guys.
And he's done a job which would probably be paid quite a bit, so we owe him a lot. He's not getting a donation.
But yeah, there are like only a very few people who you can say they've done so much to the point you just can't really thank them enough. or really show your appreciation that much, because it's just they've done levels of like work, and it's like mind blowing.
Oh, and if you want to, I did some others as well. Red Axe, Batosai, Sephiroth. Just trying to see if there's anyone else. Don't think that. Oh, Shub as well. That's mostly it. It's easy to spot mine, to be honest. They're not the ones that are not as good as the others.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else on here that's that can tie in with this. Well, there isn't anything else. I guess I'll go on to the next one, which is Nightwing's past and present members picture. Was that basically the huge thing you were working on, like a huge picture?
Yeah, it took ages. So it was basically the one I did in 2014, which had 123 members. It sort of carried on from that, really. And I added 100 more for this year. So at the moment, it has 200 members on, past and present.
Are you trying to add on every single member in existence overall?
I would like every single member, but some of them have no skins on the wiki.
They have no
no mention of what they
No.
are for. No mention of like their personality or anything like that. Like it's hard when there's nothing to go on.
Do you
Tell you
ask
what.
Link if he remembers how they were like too?
Yeah, I mean, Link and Helena have helped me a lot with finding like those skins that I just cannot locate at all.
Well, sort of like personality wise, like I would think Link would remember quite a few people.
Well, yeah, that's
Seen
it.
some
Like,
people.
oh, jeez.
Oh yeah.
Finding those, just like what people wore, like what they were most known for, I guess. That's what I've tried to do with this. So as long, like, skins might not be the most up-to-date ones, but they most likely going to be what they're most known for.
God, what am I known for? For my skin.
Standing in the corner moaning. Oh.
That's actually on the map as well. It's cool.
We already talked about the Galactic Hub, right?
Yes.
And that step down. Okay. We have a new donation method this year that you introduced, Link, which is using Patreon.
Yes. Did you hear what happened to Patreon today?
They got hacked.
Yeah, that's a good start, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so they've been hacked. But I mean, it's one of those where, you know, the company did something really stupid, got breached. No one's details or anything in terms of payments or anything like that got exposed. So it's just like who you've basically Patreon to. So I mean, if you've just signed up and gone to JAWA, then you know there's not a big scandal there. You've just been donating to JAWA. I mean, the only thing on there is possibly addresses and stuff, but you know, I mean, you could probably find them anywhere anyway, so it's not huge. It's obviously very bad for them, but
And you basically ask people to donate to Patreon as opposed to using PayPal because it's easier to manage the finances.
yeah, I mean, if I can get a monthly, I hate to use the word income, but if I can get a monthly thing coming in, I know exactly what's coming in and out, and I know exactly what to save that month, instead of getting everything for a year and then budgeting it for each month, which can change. It's crazy. It's difficult. This is just so much easier. It's like getting a pay packet and then using that to pay bills, basically. The way it should be.
And how are we doing in terms of, I guess, income per month?
Let's have a look. As of recording, we are at $33 a month, which covers everything. Ideally, I'd like to be at $35 to cover the fees, but we can definitely cope with 33.
I know for my situation, it's the fact that I don't have really any money right now that I can't even give a single dollar.
You can donate furniture.
Here, let me go order some furniture from IKEA. You
Um,
can put it together though.
How
Ah.
much more do we need?
Just to cover like little fees like PayPal, Patreon. Everyone's got the hand in the 20 jar. Just $2 a month extra. But I mean, I only need 2 people to donate $1 a month. That's it. I mean, I'd like to add another $5 to that to get to 40 a month to actually save.
Yeah.
So overall, 7 extra would be nice, but 2 extra would cover the bare minimum. I mean, not the bare minimum, but what we need.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Try
we accept
it.
PayPal as well.
But of course you prefer Patreon.
I prefer it, yeah. I mean, adding on, because we do break even. I say break even because we cover all the bills with Patreon. Anything that goes into PayPal just goes in the church collection jar for KFC.
The KFC fund. We've now confirmed it's PayPal.
Ah, yes. Behind that PayPal is a lot of money.
And people wonder where all that money goes.
I got service for free for years. No.
Speaking of which, do we
Very
even have
expensive.
any? Do we even have any servers that are basically free anymore, or are we paying basically like regular price for them now?
We used to have a lot of free servers, but these days, if you want decent DDoS protection, you need to pay. The website's free. I can safely say that. Simply because I am directing a lot of customers to Calum. He sort of give that to us as a nice gesture of goodwill, I guess.
And
Just look on this
TeamSpeak.
list.
Well, yeah, TeamSpeak. That aren't we paying like a reduced price for TeamSpeak right now, or is it regular price?
Regular price of $5.
Wait, it's just $5 for that server?
Yeah, just 5.
Wow, that's
Found a
cheap.
good deal.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's $5 a month for TeamSpeak. And they
Yeah.
have like what, 32 slots or something?
I think it's 20 or 25.
Wow.
It's more than what we need, so it's all good. I mean, I cut so many costs the past year. I mean, we used to pay like about $60 a month, and now we're paying about 20 something.
And still have enough money left over to enjoy a bucket of KFC.
Times are tough. Have to go Pizza Hut.
Scraping the bucket.
Oh yeah, I like that. With a bone. What? Greasy bone. Greasy bone.
That can be taken out of context really bad.
Greasy bone around a greasy bucket.
I'm surprised Nightwing hasn't died from hearing that.
I think he's asleep.
He's probably on the verge of sleeping.
I know I am.
Well, we may as well move through this quickly then. We've lost him. So logos, images, and logos and images basically. Like, what is that about? Is that about like all the like,
I like the way you start sentences and hope that we pick them up.
No, I'm trying to. I'm thinking like the only thing I can think of logos right now is the fact that you updated our logo finally, or
Yeah,
or as you like to call it at the birthday, a crest.
Helena hates me calling it that.
You know, the JAWA crest.
Yeah, if you can look at that. I'm not sure if you're recording, but
Well, I am recording, but and then me open
oh,
it.
that's a stupid question I asked. Can't believe I asked that. Are you recording? But yeah, so it's just a page full of every single banner that we've ever had. you know, where it has like the logo and underneath celebrating 7 years or whatever. We've got every single one that we could find on that page.
Let me see if I can put it on here real quick. Everybody, hold on. That's watching. I'm moving it in.
Oh man, I love that really old Halloween one.
Which one?
The one from Halloween had a one with the.
I like how you actually call it Crest on here too. Is that why he drives Helena mad?
I think so, yeah. So if you go right to the bottom, see, we just didn't even care at that point.
The first one, he didn't even care whatsoever.
Ariel.
And then version 2 is like, you know what? Let's just do that. And then it seems like version 3 onward, he started caring a little bit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like version 4 was actual, like I care, and now version 5 is like, yes, it matters. It finally matters. And there's also all the headers and banners for it.
Oh yeah, go right to the bottom of that one.
All the way to the bottom. That's a lot.
I miss the old logo.
Oh my god. The old ones with the blue background.
No, even below that, the JAWA post one.
Oh my god. Oh. What is that? Just using...
Just paint.
Just open up Paint and type in the text.
Those animated JAWA banners, man. That's so cool.
Which ones?
The ones near the top.
Oh,
The sand header too.
oh god, yeah. Yeah.
Love that. We should
Oh god, Jawa School logo. The original one.
Well, originally Kel made that, but he put the JAWA in red and the parentheses in green.
Oh,
I said,
wow.
Jesus Christ, Kel, you're a leader of the clan. What have I done wrong? Oh, right.
I used to do that just to see if anyone noticed.
I think you should do that as well.
Well, after being in it for 6 years, if I see green and red switch, I'd be like, something's wrong here immediately. I like how the top header banner for it is Jawa unban request.
Is it? Oh, yeah. Important.
JAWA's favourite.
And then after that, it's no profile pictures. Oh boy, how it has evolved throughout the years. Kyle.
Kyle?
It just started with a standard like stick figure looking one.
Pretty much.
And then after that, what's the other one? Is that like Jedi
Yeah, I
model?
think it's Jedi, yeah.
And then after that, went to Kyle.
And then Kyle died and became a ghost hologram.
Holographic ghosts. And that's about it for the crests, the banners, and Kyle. The evolution of Kyle.
You did. It's like Kyle going from a little kid to an adult dying.
Coming back as a force ghost. Boy, he grew up really fast. He died just as fast.
He died doing what he loved, standing and staring. Luke taught him well.
And then after he returned to the exact same pose. Let's see. Retired status. I think we were basically... Did we talk about that already?
Pretty much.
Alright.
Yeah, mostly, I think.
Of course, we have a new form now.
Oh,
Yes.
God, that took ages to set up. 4.1's coming out soon and changes it all again, so that's going to be fun.
Well, we're going to have a newer form in the future, everybody.
Yeah, in the next week or so.
Some of the new features look really cool.
Yeah, some of them are. Some of them are really annoying. You know, like view new content.
Mm-hmm.
My favourite thing on the phone.
Yeah, like my favorite thing as well. So they're replacing that with something that's completely crap.
No, tell them not to.
Okay.
Order from
I'll
JAWA.
listen to the JAWA leader.
The Jolly leaders have so much pull.
Oh, sorry.
Just ask Helena to file a complaint.
No, she's too busy filing complaints about not a lack of colours.
She's too busy fighting a complaint about Link calling it a crest.
God. The
How?
clown's chest.
Why does it bother her so much? It doesn't bother me.
I don't know.
Like Okay, maybe we'll spend a half an hour debating over why it's actually a crest.
What does she prefer to call it? Emblem?
Probably.
It is a crest, though. Like, it's our family crest.
It's so cresty.
Crusty.
Crusty.
It's all dusted off now, clean.
Get dust on the
Crusty.
cake. Yeah, if you put in crest into Google Images, it's similar. Yeah. I'm calling it
just-
a crest.
It's a crest.
We went over Art Showcase, pretty much as we talked about it, and we've had 300 Sig of the Weeks.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's a milestone.
Because I only Wabble, whatever, got 100. He won the 100th, didn't he?
Overshadowing everybody.
Yeah, as he does. He's amazing.
Let's see. We've had our recent skin pack come out with version 30.
I think we're at 31 now, aren't we?
Mm.
Why is the TeamSpeak one called TeamSpeak More Loving?
Because you gave it more loving.
That's just me taking notes.
What, physically giving it more love?
How do you think? Why do you think it's so cheap?
It's only $5 a month. Why is it so cheap to make love to you?
They don't understand our love.
I just picture you by your monitor stroking TeamSpeak. They don't understand our love.
Oh, Susan.
Oh my gosh. God, all of these things you put down are like inside the order you put. We basically talked about it within the first like 15 minutes of we start. Alright. We've had a total of, let me count, 7 new consoles this year. That's actually quite a bit.
Yeah, there's quite a few this month. Yeah, rather.
So the recent 2 newest ones were Dace and Iron Skull.
Yes.
Oh, yep.
Then before that, it was Shogun the System, right?
And McFish coming back, but yeah, the new ones, yeah.
And then you had Gravitas, Starkiller, and
Arceus.
Arceus.
Yes.
Out of the 7, 5 remain.
That's pretty good stats for JAWA.
That is actually, out of the 7 new consoles we got this year, 5 remain. Even though 2 are brand new, 5 are still here.
Oh god.
And of course, stepping down as well. We forgot to mention stepping down was Jazzy
Yes.
this year.
And Fish, obviously.
Well, we said Fish earlier, but we forgot Jazzy. We always forget Jazzy.
Oh, we love Jazzman.
Mm-hmm. Probably one of the best consoles as well. When he can do when he's active and can do the work and everything, and not jazzing it up someplace in Europe or something.
Yeah.
He's touring the world touring the
Yeah.
world, making
You know-
ear love with his jazz hands.
Making oh. I just thought like you said making love with his. I'm like, oh no.
Odd.
Now we're moving on to instruments.
Chuba.
Amazingly, this episode is as long. It's going to be probably as long as the first episode of this season.
Oh why?
So we've haven't. So one day we'll reach the hopeful goal of making this 2 hours. But this is actually an improvement for us, though, because we've never hit an hour and a half. I think that's actually amazing because we've probably reach close to an hour and a half.
We'll do it one day.
We'll do it one day when there's more to talk about, even though got a huge document full of things to talk about, but yet we talked about most of it within 15 minutes.
I mean, we
It was-
could go into more detail, it's just we're really tired.
Blame Link.
Yes, I do.
Hey, you wanted this done tonight.
Me? I'm bloody chilling, mate.
It
Well,
sounds more
man.
like you wanted this done tonight, Link. You didn't want to wake up in the morning and have to talk.
Yeah, Saturday, man.
Yeah, but you're the one saying, "Oh, I prefer weekends,"
Yeah,
and then you're like, "Hey,
yeah.
guess what? I found time." And I'm sitting here like, "You found time for tomorrow?" You're like, "Nope, right now."
It was under my couch. I found it.
You found a clock that says you have more time.
Great Scott. Your skin actually
It's-
looks a bit like Doc from Back to the Future Nightwing.
Oh, jeez. Where's my car?
It's the grey sideburns.
Oh, they're not sideburns, they're griffin wings.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
God
Just let
damn
them
it.
grow out.
I guess, recapping the year, is there anything in the future, like coming in within a few months or next year, that is there anything planned long term?
Yes.
Anything you could share?
No. we've shared a good amount, I think.
That's
We're
very
always-
anticlimactic for everybody here.
We're always sort of looking at things. I mean, the rank changes we thought of ages before we took it to the council. Really, I think we came up with that when we met up, didn't we?
It's kind of funny now how it sounds. It sounds like you're president, vice president, and then now that you're bringing your idea to the Congress to vote on. Do you guys agree with this? Nope. Take it back and redo it.
It's always good to bring in a good idea before you present it to people to actually go over and get all the nooks and crannies out of and improve it. Otherwise, if you go with an idea that's rubbish, it's hard to make it better. You can't polish a turd as it is.
Oh, God, trust me.
You can try, but it'll just get very messy.
Depends what varnish you use. Don't know why I thought of WD-40.
Well, I think that's about it. Because I'm
Is it?
sure you guys want to pass out at any moment.
I'm gonna
There is
turn
something
over and
else.
sleep.
Is there?
Hey, Nightwing. Nightwing, check Skype in the other chat. Can we talk about this? That whole idea.
Yeah, we can do. I mean, it's not really developed yet, is it? We could mention it, like our aims, I guess.
So, one of the problems at the moment is that, hang on. Oh,
Did you almost fall off your chair?
okay, I'm back.
Did you fall off your chair?
I fell off whilst trying to get up to close the door.
I'm glad I got that recorded for once. Compared, we missed last episode after it ended. Nightwing freaked the hell out, like as if he was being murdered in his room because a spider showed up.
Yes, that was
He just
frightening.
walked across the ceiling. Ah.
He ran across the floors right towards me. I got it though. I killed it.
Oh.
I remember saying that it sounded like somebody just grabbed him and started pulling him out of the room.
Call the police. I've got Skype credit.
Do you know where the person lives? Nope. Just talk to him over Skype.
His Skype name is Nightwing.
Quick call Bruce Wayne.
That's all I know.
Go to Gotham, Bloodhaven.
So, anyway, one of the things that has been highlighted as an issue is not a lot of people know what to expect when first coming into the council. So our aim is to make something and blend it into our system. That isn't a hint, by the way. It's got nothing to do with system. To make them more aware of what they'll be doing, and also to train them up so that they can. So when they come in, it's not a culture shock. It's not like, oh, here's all the paperwork you need to sign. Like Helena throwing out the book at them straight away in Academy 6. So it shouldn't be any more of that. It's just to it hopefully will counterbalance the trial side of things into more of a diplomacy side of things, I guess.
Are you basically talking about like a council handbook, like a manual?
No.
No, more like
Something.
mentorship, in a way. Like, trying to sort of guide people in the right way and help them out more. I don't know, it's still work in progress, really, but we just want to make sure.
And it's weird. It's like, it sounds like either like a manual, a handbook, or like a mentorship type of thing.
I think it's going to be a bit of both, eventually.
So it's like helping new councils get adjusted to it or something, like to the position they're in.
I mean, there's people in the clan now who, I mean, personally, I shouldn't really be saying this, but I wouldn't choose as councils, but would probably be good councils if they knew what to expect. Because we know when we're choosing, like me, the council, and Nightwing, and even the former council, they know, including yourself, what would make a good council. They think that they might have it, and then they'll go through this process and realize, oh, I was missing this, or I needed that. So it's better than us going to them afterwards and saying, oh, sorry, Cage, you weren't cut out enough. So.
Though I would think the best applicants who weren't chosen were the ones who would ask, what can I do to improve my chances? Because then you can pretty much say, you need to like improve on this, or try to do this more, you know?
Then it'd be like, F you, I'm leaving the clan.
And it's like, well,
okay, bye.
Trying to give you advice. Don't need to throw your book at me.
Oh, I think the best person in the clan who has ever answered someone like that was Pod. I think it was about 2008. I think a member called Alex really didn't like the way the council and the clan was being run. So he was complaining at Pod. Pod was just standing there staring at him. Then he went, what do you think? And Pod went, just do whatever you like, and walked away.
Oh my god.
And he went, oh.
Pod's like, I'm not putting up with this shit. Just do whatever you like.
Oh, let me try and find that screen. I took a screenshot of it. Oh. I am summarizing. It was something along those lines. It's funny that when it was said. Let me get it. Oh, that guy. Going through all my JAWA archives. Jesus.
I'm afraid to look into those archives.
Hmm?
I'm afraid to look into your archives of JAWA.
Goes back to 2006.
There are probably things in there.
Yes.
that you want people to never see.
Oh, found it. Yeah, you can show people.
Yes, I will, once you get it uploaded.
What?
If not, I'll just put it during editing.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you can get it up right now, I'll just put it on here.
Ah.
Because during editing, I actually got to find the point where we're talking to put it up.
Jesus Christ. I'm trying to get it up.
Screenshot too big.
Ask if you need a hand, but I'm too tired.
Oh God. Don't need the hand getting it up.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, yeah, this is funny. Okay. Here it comes.
What?
There you go. Alex, come back.
Alright.
Oh God.
Let me try to get it. Let me zoom in for everybody. Hopefully people can see this. Let me look at it.
That was when Pod's skin was very different as well. During his teenage years.
Wow. That's some really like explosion here. Was this before there was a word filter on the server?
Yeah, I think so.
Because nowadays you can't say this without the server automatically blocking you because you have the word filter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh wow, yeah, Pod Skin is
Pod's skin is these days is podaplovic_v2. If anyone's ever curious what V1 looked like, there you go. Yeah.
today he looks more creepy.
Yes. He looked like he was covered in sprinkles back there.
What if he was? Then after that he fell into the volcano, he came back as a Dark Lord.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Wow. Also, it's so old. There's Salazar.
Oh God.
And what's the other one? The other console?
Shinobi. Shinobi was Podaplovic's in real life friend.
And no, there was one more. It's Zibios or something.
Oh, with the X.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Finnish. Related to Bunny.
Yep.
Bunne
Isn't he the brother?
H. Yeah, his brother. I think Zibios is in the army now,
Ah.
fighting for the JAWA cause.
Yep. KSC for all.
Yes.
And I guess we can end with that, right?
Yes, let's end on a high note.
A high note of Pod being covered in sprinkles in the past.
Past, present, it's all the same. Pod's world.
You know, then, now, and forever for Pod.
Sprinkles are in his hood now. He's chewing on them.
Alright. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the podcast. This is the season finale. We will be gone from November and December. We will be returning in January.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas in October.
Yes. Happy New Year.
Merry Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Merry Halloween Thanksgiving to all.
Yeah, Thanksgiving, I think. I don't have a clue. A turkey holiday.
Yeah, it's November for US.
There isn't anything else outside the US that celebrates turkey.
Well, you know, apparently we eat turkey in November, but in December everyone else eats turkey for Christmas.
So what do you have for Christmas? Chicken? A goose?
Well, me personally, it's just whatever my grandma and grandpa cooks at the dinner.
Whatever washes up.
Washes up on the ocean. Hey, looks like we're having clams this year.
A shelter.
Well, yeah, entire humpback well washes up. Well,
Oh,
can feed the entire village. Oh no, run. Somehow Pokemon made its way back in the end.
Oh yeah, always does.
You know, it's like true fact. Gyarados actually lives in the oceans of Hawaii. Wouldn't that be something? And that's why
You never
Magmar
know.
fears the ocean.
Ain't going in there.
Why? Gyarados is in there, man.
Nightwing just edited his pledge from $4 to $6.50. Thank you.
You're welcome now. Where's my award?
Doesn't that mean you need
Ah.
50 cents not to make it to $7?
Oh, 50 cents. Jesus.
Quick, ask someone to donate 50 cents a month.
50 penny sweets.
I just want to bring one more thing, actually. This is not the end, I guess, but, remember back then the donations, whenever people would donate, and they would donate some weird sums of money,
Yeah.
and then after that you would ask certain people to try to even it out.
Yeah.
But the people would start evening it out, and other people would start trying to even it out, and it would become odd again.
Yeah, happened quite a lot. Oh no, more donations to even it out. Oh no.
I think once he told me, only me, to even it out, and I evened it out, and then it was fine.
Those Hawaiian
hope-
dollars go a long way.
Yeah. It only takes five payments of $19.99 to get those donations over to you. I like that silence.
No, I think it's time for bed.
Yep. Goodbye, everybody. Podcast returns in January.
Happy New Year.
Have a good
Happy Hanukkah, whatever.
Good luck.
Stay.
We'll see you in Easter.
Oh, you
When is
believe in
Easter,
it?
by the way?
God, when did Jesus die or whatever? Did he die or was he... I don't even... Yeah, he died, didn't he?
I'm over here just shrugging.
When did he
Nobody
do
can
that
see it
world's
up-
strongest man boulder thing?
Oh my god.
Oh, you gonna kill me?
Oh my god. Sounds like a pig dying.
So
Oh my- I personally can't laugh anymore. My cheeks hurt so bad.
It's too late to be
Oh.
laughing at this.
You got some real muscles on the other side. Some serious XP. Oh my god.
What the hell is going on?
He's transforming into a Super Saiyan.
He's evolving, Link. He's becoming Nightwing.
Oh, God.
God. Jesus, learn strength.
I think Nightwing's gonna die. What the hell is going on?
I'm crying.
I can't laugh or cry because my cheeks hurt to the point it just brings me back to reality.
Oh, I need to go because I'm gonna die. Oh, this
That's
is
at
why
least
I don't-
10 levels.
This is why I don't stay up late because this is what happens.
Are you sure it's 10 levels? Seems like you level to 100 at this point.
Oh, God.
Just imagining my choke. Little undies.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It's just a prank, bro.
Breathe in and breathe out.
this is what happens. This is why you should never make me laugh. 'Cause I just don't stop.
Yeah, I can show you a picture of that if you want.
No. Have we stopped recording?
No.
Oh god.
Ah,
I had to get all
hold
that.
on. Hold on. I'm not done.
Oh, Link's not done yet.
Oh god, what have you meant there?
There's the other one.
Oh no, what's this? Is that supposed to be the guy sacrificing his son?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really messed up.
Who was it now?
Was it Abraham or something sacrificing
Yeah,
his son?
Abraham had to kill his son. And God stopped him just before.
Dude, calm down. It's just a prank.
So why did he do that? I mean,
I
was
think
he crazy?
I think he had to prove his loyalty or something, if I remember rightly
And
from
God
when I read
stopped
it.
him.
An angel stopped him, yeah.
Christ.
Said he had proved his
Nope. Is that pun intended?
Oh yeah.
if I remember
That's
rightly.
some that is some serious old school mind games.
Proving loyalty by killing your own son.
I thought he was gonna say magic.
Prove your magic by killing your own son?
Could it be magic?
Well, actually, if you think about it that way, in the terms of God and Jesus, yes, he did prove his magic by having his son die.
He's just
Oh my god, that was about to explode again.
It's like, whoa, I'll do my son as well if you don't. Prove it.
Oh my god.
Chill, man, chill. Put the knife down.
No one needs to die. Dude, it was just a metaphor.
Jeez, I didn't mean literally.
I think he had him kill a goat before.
No one likes goat. Not Billy.
I like how when you see goat, you just lost it. You didn't even finish saying goat at all.
A goat with Wolfie's face.
That's one messed up goat.
Goat.
What did he have against the goat? Pissed on my lawn.
Oh, God, that's me. I'm done. I can't. Oh gosh.
Oh. My cheeks have never hurt this bad. And it's not really my cheeks, it's close to my jaw. Oh, my jaw.
Oh God.
You did this to me, Nightwing. Because now my jaw hurts.
This is why I don't go to see comedians live.
Because that's all you do. You just
Yeah.
laugh like...
Yeah, I'd be gone.
Scroll down to the comments underneath the first one.
No. I can't even look anymore.
Sure, let me show everybody what it is. Let me open it up again. Haha, made you look. Godzillot's wife.
Then it's a pillar of salt, then, eh? That's a sick prank.
Horse salt prick.
God.
Look at the camera on the ram. What?
Oh, yeah,
What?
the ram on the left. Didn't notice that.
Oh, it's a ram.
Is this a prequel to the goat dying? Like you're next.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure this is not the sequel and that's the goat coming back to haunt him?
Is it like Return of the Jedi? The ghosts.
I am a goat like my father before me.
It's a nice headband on the angel.
Are you sure that's just not an entire bald spot?
Oh, it could be. Oh, it's a circular bald spot. What, like the halo fell on its head.
Oh,
Caused it
sorry,
to
I gotta
burn
fix my
off.
magic. That's right. Angels have to sacrifice something in order to do something. I want to fly, so the halo must fall down. I want the halo up. I can't fly anymore. All right. I think we're done.
Yes.
Stay at that tree. Let's kill the tree.
Goodbye,
as well.
everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
Happy
guys.
weekend.
And rest in peace to Nightwing.